Good morning children, hope you all are doing good. So last class we have started new lesson, that is lesson number 3, bones, muscle and movement. Okay. So before going to start the next topic, just I want to give a small recap whatever we have done in the last class. So I have given introduction about there is a different types of system and what is the functions of those system. Okay, also we have explained about the skeletal system. The skeletal system, it is divided into 3 parts, that is bones. Okay, here the skeletal system, it is made up of bone. We have 206 bones in our body. All the bones join together and will form a complete skeletal system. Okay, and so already I have explained about the structure of the bone. The hard outer covering part, it is very hard. Okay, and inside that is bone, it is a very soft and it is a spongy in nature. Okay, so there only the RBC cells it will be producing for our body. And next I have explained about the skeleton. The skeleton is divided into 3 groups, that is skull, backbone, rib cage and limbs. I have explained about skull. The skull is made up of 22 bones. Okay, the 8 bones are joined for a cranium and remaining bones it is joined for a remaining 12 bones it is for a facial bones. Okay, only one bone it is movable. Okay, that is called as a lower jaw. Okay, we can able to talk and we can able to have the food because of this lower jaw. It is a movable bone. Okay. Next, we have studied about backbone. The backbone is having 33 bones. It is a small ring shaped structure. All the bones join together and it will form a backbone. Okay, so this backbone it will connects to the skull and it will end to the down hip region. Okay, and inside the backbone there is a spinal cord it is present. Okay, that it will be helpful to send the information to the brain. Okay, this spinal cord, this backbone it will be protecting our spinal cord. Okay, and also I have explained about the rib cage. The rib cage it is having a 12 pairs of bones. Okay, so this side 12 will be there and this side 12 will be there. 12 bones are present. This bones and last 2 pairs of bones it is called as a floating bones because it is not attached to the breast part. Okay, this rib cage bones it is joined backward from backbone to and it will get ends with the breastbone. It will get attached from the backbone and also it is get attached in the front breastbone. Okay. Next, this rib cage it is having the last 2 pairs. It is not attached to the breastbone, so it is called as a floating ribs. Okay, this rib cage it will be helpful to protect our internal organs like lungs and heart. So this much we have studied, children. Next we are going to continue with the limbs. Okay, in a skeletal system the limbs also it will play very important role. So we have 4 limbs and hand limbs. Okay, we have 2 legs and 2 hands. Okay, we have 2 pair of limbs. Our arm is known as a 4 limbs and legs are known as hind limbs. The hand bones, whatever it is called as a 4 limbs and the legs it is called as a hind limbs. For 4 limbs it is a arms and hind limbs it is a legs. Okay, and next we are going to see about arms. The arm is made up of 3 body. Here we can see the arm, right? This is made up of 3 bones, that is humerus, which is the upper arm. See, humerus is a bone. From ear to here it will get connected. From ear to here this bone has been connected. This bone name is called as a humerus. Okay, it is present in the upper arm. This is our upper arm. So here from shoulder bone to next to your elbow till here the bone name it is called as a humerus. Okay, and next this radius and ulna it is joined together and it will form this forearm. Okay, this radius and ulna, this is a 2 bones. Okay, they have joined together okay, and it will form as a forebone from the elbow to from here. Your finger bones when it is going to start here, right? So from here the bones it is present, that is called as a radius and ulna. Next, which is a forearm? Many bones are make a wrist, palm and fingers. So here we can see this is a humerus bone and this is a radius and ulna. Okay, and down we will be having a finger bones, right? Okay, here many small tiny bones join together and form a finger and wrist. Okay, so here the forelimb is attached to the pectoral girdle. Our forelimbs is attached to a pectoral girdle. This part we can see is called as a pectoral girdle. Here we will be having the collar bone. Here we will be having the collar bone and all. The back side, this bone name is called as a pectoral girdle. So it is called as a pectoral. Okay, it is called as a pectoral girdle. From there, the forearm it will get attached. Okay, and the pectoral girdle consists of shoulder blade and collar bones. So here we will be having the collar bones. Everyone can able to touch and feel. Okay, you can able to feel it. This is a collar bone and this is a shoulder bone. Okay, from here the back side whatever it is called as a pectoral girdle. Okay, from here only the forelimbs it is getting attached. Okay, getting it children. So next we will move on for a legs. The legs it is called as a hind limbs. Okay, the hind limbs also have 3 bones each. Femur or the thigh bone is the largest bone in our body. Okay, the lower legs have 2 bones that is called as a tibia and fibula. Okay, the ankle and the toe have many small bones. Okay, the hind limbs attached to the pelvic girdle. So this is our leg bones. Okay, so here we can see this bone it is called as a femur bone. In a thigh we can see the leg, the thigh part will say, right, legs. Okay, from there, so it is attached towards our hip region to till the knee. Okay, it is attached to our hip part till to the knee. That bone name it is called as a femur bone. It is in our body. This is one of the very largest bone in our body. Okay. Next, attached to that tibia and fibula are lower legs. Okay. Tibia and fibula are lower legs. Okay. It is attached to the femur. Also, it will ends with the ankle. Okay. We will be having a foot ankle, right? It will get ends with the foot ankle. So here I'm going to explain the textbook. From here to here, this bone name it is called as a femur bone. This is one of the largest bone in our body. So after that here we can able to see 2 bones, right? This is called as a tibia and fibula. Okay, so this bones it is attached to the femur bone. So also it will get end with the ankle. Okay, so after that here, so like how here the finger bones, many bones join together to form a fingers. So like in the same way here also the many small bones join together and it will form a feet and toes. Okay, and this is called as a pelvic girdle. Okay, so it is like you can see, you can touch and feel this pelvic girdle in the hip region. The hip region here we can able to touch and we can able to feel, that is a pelvic girdle. From the pelvic girdle, this femur bone it is getting attached. Next towards we can see tibia and fibula, that is a lower leg bones. Okay, so this is a limbs. So I am going to repeat once again the limbs. Okay, the forelimbs is nothing but that is a arms and hind limbs is nothing but a legs. Okay, the arms it is having a 3 bones. Okay, arms it is having a 3 bones. From ear to here, that bone name is called as a humerus, that is upper arm, and next to that from here to here we have radius and ulna, so that is forearm bones. Okay, so this bone it is getting attached towards the pectoral girdle. This is a pectoral girdle. Also it is having a shoulder bones. Also it is having a collar bone. Okay. And next we are going to see in leg also we have, that is 3 bones, that is called as a hind limbs. Okay. The largest bone, it is called as a femur. So from the hip region to this attached till to the knee, this is called as a femur bone. So after that, from the femur bone to till ankle, there are 2 bones are present. That name is a tibia and fibula. It is present in the lower legs. Okay. In both the hand limbs and forelimbs, the fingers having very small brains. It is all connected towards and it will form a feet and fingers, toes, everything it will form in according to their manner. Okay. And next one we are going to see about joints. Okay. Joints is the place where 2 or more bones meet. Okay, what is meant by joints? 2 or more bones it is going to meet. That place it is called as a joint. So now example you can take. So now I have hand. Okay, here from here to here 1 bone it is present. From here to here 2 bones are present. All the bones meet together. Okay, all the bones join together. They will meet together. That place name it is called as a joint. So here I can able to see the movement of my hand, but I can't able to see in between the bone. Okay, I can't able to see the in between the bone that movement. Wherever the bones used to join, wherever the bones used to meet, that place name it is called as a joints. Okay, they make the skeletons flexible. Without them, the movement will be impossible. The bones are flatter and other bones are like fiber-like straps. It is called as a ligaments. Okay. On the bones will be having a fiber-like. See here you can see. On the bone we can able to see a fiber-like ligament thread. Okay. So it is called as a ligaments. Fiber-like thread we can able to see, right? So that is called as a ligament. Okay. Whenever the joint is present, then only we can able to see the movement in our skeletal system. Okay. Next, this ligament it will control the movement. For example, if I am having your elbow, okay, only one side of movement I can able to do. Opposite side if I do, what will happen? My hand it will get break. Okay, so it will control the movement. The ligament it will be helpful for to control the movement. Okay, and next is cartilage. It is like a rubber-like substance. Okay, it will give supports wherever the bone used to join. From there it will be giving a support. Okay, how it will give a support means 2 bones it should not scratch each other. Okay, the 2 bones it will meet at one point. For example, this is a bone. Okay, this is one bone and this is one more bone. Okay, these 2 bones it won't scratch each other. Okay, in between the something it is present that is called as a cartilage. Okay, it won't allow to rub each other. Okay, so inside there is some support it will give. That name it is called as a cartilage. There are many different types of joints. They are movable and unmovable. Okay, till here you understood, children. The joints where the 2 bones it will meet, that place it is called as a joints. Okay, and also the ligament it is present. It will control the movement of the bones. It will control the movement of the bones. It will long fiber-like straps it is covered on your bone. Next, cartilage also it is present. It is like a rubber-like substance. It will be giving a protection towards the 2 bones. When the 2 bones are joining together, the cartilage is present between the 2 bones. It won't allow to rub each other, rub against each other. So there is a rubber-like substance is present in between the 2 bones. That is called as a cartilage. Okay. So next the joints it is 2 types, that is movable joint and immovable joint. So that we are going to study now. Okay, first we are going to see immovable joints. Immovable joints it is found in a skull. they protects the brain. There is only one immovable joint it is present. I have explained in a cranium and facial bones are joined together, but it is not movable. Why? Because it will protect our skull. So this immovable bones we can able to see in a skull, that is a cranium part and facial bones. Here the bones are not movable, children, because it will protect our brain. Okay, and next movable joints. Movable joints helps us moving in a different body parts. They are filled with lubricating fluid which helps the joints move easily. There are four kinds of joints in our body. So already I have explained, when the two bones it will meet together and between the cartilage it will be present. Along with the cartilage, some fluid also it is present. That fluid name it is called as a synovial fluid. Okay, this fluid name is called as a synovial fluid. Okay, it will be giving flexibility to move. It will be giving a flexibility to move the bones. Okay, next. The movable joints, with the help of this cartilage and some fluid is present inside, that is called as a synovial fluid. Using this we can able to see the movement in our skeletal system. Okay, the first one we are going to see in joint. The first joint name it is called as the in joint. Okay, this joint work like a hinge in a door. Like how we can able to open the door and we can able to close it. The direction it will be present in only one side. Okay, only one side direction we can able to find out. For example, I am taking my elbow and knee. Okay, I can able to fold my hand in only one direction. Even also the knee I can able to fold it in only one direction. Okay, so this joint it is here. This joint name it is called as a hinge joint. For example, if you keep remember of door, we can able to open and we can able to close. Only one way direction we can able to see in that joint. That is called as a hinge joint. And second one, that is a ball and socket joint. Okay, the joint allows the connect the bones move in a many direction. In this way, the bone has a hollow in which the ball and another fits. The hip and shoulder joints are example. For example, here I can take here ball and socket joint. I can rotate my hand in many direction. Okay, here because here I am having like a ball and socket joint. For example, this is a socket and this is a ball. So I can able to rotate in many directions. So that it is present here. Okay, also it is present in a hip region. Okay, so this bones it will be rotating in a many directions. So this joint name it is called as a ball and socket joint. Okay, and next one it is called as a gliding joint. Gliding joint allows a movement between connecting bones in a gliding motion. These joints are found in a wrist, ankle, between vertebrae of backbone. So this kind of joint, that is a gliding joint, we can able to see in between a wrist. Okay, also we can able to see in a foot, ankle and backbone. Okay, this gliding, so it will be allowing for a certain movement. So I can't able to rotate completely. Okay, but slightly I can able to rotate it. Even the wrist also I can able to rotate. Okay, and even the ankle also I can able to rotate into some extent. Okay, so that is called as a gliding joint. The movement it will be like a gliding movement. Okay, it is called as a gliding movement. So that is the reason that joint name is called as a gliding joint. And next one, it is a pivot joint. The pivot joint is found between the skull and of the first two vertebrae of the spine. This joint facilitates up and down sideways of the movement of the skull. When the skull it is present, the skull it is attached to the backbone. Okay, that is called as a vertebral column. The backbone is consist of 33 bones, right? In that first two bones it is getting attached over here in a skull. We can able to figure out here that two bones are attached in the skull. Okay, after the two bones attachment, there is some little gap. there is a joint. Okay, using that joint we can able to nod our head up and down. Okay, so that joint name it is called as a pivot joint. Okay, it is present and it is attached to the skull. First two vertebrae, after that we can able to see this joint. So this joint it will be helpful to the movement of head up and down and sideways. Okay, so this joint name it is called as a pivot joint. Okay, so that's all about. There is a 4 kinds of joints, children. So I am going to re-explain once again. Listen carefully. The joints, there is a 2 types. One is an immovable joint. That is example is skull. Okay, we can't able to move our skull. We can't able to see any movement in the skull or your facial bones. Okay, and next is a movable joints. There is a 4 kinds of joints. Okay, first one is a hinge joint. So this kind of joint, so only one way direction will allow. For example, elbow and knee. Example, you can keep the door when you used to open and when you used to close it. Only one way direction will allow. Okay, and next is ball and socket joint. So this joint we can able to see shoulder and hip part. So it will be allowing into a many direction. Okay, it will be allowing for the movement for a many direction. And gliding joint. So we can able to see this joint in a wrist, okay, ankle and vertebrae. Okay, we can able to bend, but I can't able to bend it completely. Okay, so I can't able to completely bend at 360 angle. Somehow I can able to bend it. Okay, so this joint it is called as a gliding joint. Next, pivot joint. Okay, the pivot joint it is present. The backbone it is attached to the skull. At the second vertebra there is some joint. Okay, using that joint we can able to nod our head up and down. Okay, that joint it is called as a pivot joint. Okay, so that it is present in the skull, so that we can able to see the movement of our head. Okay, getting it, children? So you can go through the lesson. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in an interactive section. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.